So you guys have heard me talk quite a few times about how much I enjoy the idea of space flight. And ever since I was a little kid, I was a fan of that. And interestingly enough, when I was little, I would get to go sometimes to the library to watch launches. But if I was in school or if the launch was at night, any sort of thing, back then, long before the internet and before DVR, if you didn't get to see the launch happen, you probably didn't get to see the launch. That's what fascinates me about today's technology. I can go on YouTube pretty much at any time and I can find SpaceX launching something. I can find them testing something. I can see NASA doing various launches. I have Facebook alerts that let me know when the Mars rover is doing cool things, like flying a little helicopter around on Mars. And I can see all these things in real time if I want to. Yesterday, I just happened to put up YouTube in the afternoon, and there was a SpaceX launch for Starlink satellites going on. And I got to watch that whole launch. I got to watch the booster come back to Earth and land. I got to watch them release the satellites. And these Starlink things are kind of cool because they're looking to help provide high-speed internet to places like where we live and to small rural communities. And I actually just got a thing the other day from SpaceX looking for people to test this to try to find out if they can offer better internet than what's available in the country. So it's pretty neat that they're able to do all of these kind of things. So for those of you who aren't a geek like me and don't know what SpaceX is, SpaceX was founded in 2002 by Elon Musk with the goal of reducing space transportation costs, and his long-term goal is colonization of Mars. Now, I alluded to it a little bit ago, but for me, and the part that I couldn't believe, even when I saw it, I couldn't believe it, is when they launch these rockets, they can reclaim them. I remember in the past with the space shuttle, the booster rockets would come off and they'd go and splash down and they'd try to recover them that way. But in this particular case, the rockets actually re-enter, fire up their engines, and land. And it's unbelievable to see. When I was watching the launch yesterday, they said that they can slow the rocket from 900 miles an hour to 0 in a minute, and then they landed on a ship in the ocean or a landing pad near the launch site. It's amazing to watch these things via mounted cameras as they land. Last night, the shot was of the rocket moving towards the ship that looked like a dot in the middle of the ocean and landing on the ship in the middle of the ocean without an issue. And that booster will then be recovered. I think it's a pretty neat idea to be able to